Hello everyone. Topic is on how we converted the stored procedure with a table function into a DBT model step by step. This will help you understand the process and logic behind the conversion. Understanding the stored procedure and table function. Declares a temporary table to hold employee data hired within a given date range. Populates this temporary table using a table-valued function. Creates another temporary table to store processed employee data. Inserts data into the second temporary table by joining the employee data with department data and applying additional transformations. Selects the processed data from the second temporary table. Cleans up by dropping the temporary table. Then next creating a macro in DBT. In DBT, we first create a macro to encapsulate the logic of the table-valued function. A macro is a reusable SQL snippet that can be called within other SQL queries. The macro GetEmployeesHiredInDateRange is defined to select employees hired within a specified date range. Then next creating the DBT model. Instead of using temporary tables, DBT models directly represent transformations as SQL select statements. Here's how the stored procedure logic is translated into a DBT model. So here define a CTE for the hired employees. In the stored procedure, you would declare and populate a temporary table. In DBT you achieve this by defining a common table expression, CTE, named hired employees that calls the macro GetEmployeesHiredInDateRange. Then join and transform data. The main body of the DBT model then selects from the hired employees CTE and joins it with the departments table. This is where you perform the same transformations as in the stored procedure, like concatenating the first and last names and selecting the department name. Then A for filtering by department. Here the where clause filters employees by department ID, similar to how it was done in the stored procedure. Then next step using dbtref for table references. DBT uses the ref function to reference other models or tables within the project. This ensures that dependencies are managed correctly, and DBT can build the models in the right order. In this case, ref, employees2, and ref, departments2, are used to reference the employees2 and departments2 tables respectively. Summary of the conversion process. Firstly, the macro GetEmployeesHiredInDateRange is defined to encapsulate the logic for selecting employees within a date range. This replaces the table-valued function from the stored procedure. Then next CTE for intermediate results. A CTE named hired employees is created in the DBT model to hold the intermediate results. This mimics the use of a temporary table in the stored procedure. Then next joining and transformation. The main query in the DBT model joins the hired employees CTE with the departments2 table and applies the necessary transformations to produce the final result set. By breaking down the stored procedure into a macro and a DBT model, we leverage DBT's ability to handle SQL transformations in a modular and reusable way. This approach aligns with DBT's philosophy of modularity, reusability, and dependency management in SQL-based data transformations. Thanks for watching video.